Hello and welcome back to the Deutschland map on Jimmy's farm. We start where we left off last time. I'm just going to do a little bit of mowing on our grass field, get that baled up, whilst also looking to try and get some. Also, whilst trying to get some of our straw bales collected. So we're just going to drive down to the shop, get our mower, and then we're going to get some mowing done with one of our workers, so let's call him Barry, and then yeah, start collecting some straw bales. We're going to store them until hopefully January, and then we'll have a think about what we're going to do with our. I think the grass field at the bottom is possibly my nomination to come into some goats or some sheeps. Is probably where I'm thinking of going. So yeah, let's get to the shop. Let's get our mower. Let's get the worker going on some cutting, and then get our trailer and our telehandler to collect some of those bales. So there is the. Just got to try and find where the mower is. I drove straight past it. That was wonderful skill. So I think the Kubota is probably the best machine for the job, and I will see you once we've collected some of those bales. Have fun. So as you can see, just starting to load the straw bales onto the trailer, using a little bit of auto load, but trying to take the effort of driving actually back and forth to the trailer. Obviously these fields are quite hilly, which is starting to take a little bit of time to move between bales. Just having a quick look around, no extra ones on here, so it's go up to this, and then we'll go into our next field. So, nope. A bit of depth perception failure there. Still quite a few bits of missed wheat, but I can't imagine that's going to change our lives in terms of collecting that, so I'm happy to leave that. Just having a look at the, it's an interesting one. The field data is not suggesting it needs to be ploughed. It doesn't like that one for some reason. It's not suggesting it needs to be ploughed, so as long as we avoid that this year, that would be quite good. So one of the tasks will be identifying what needs to be. They definitely need some lime, and so that's some of the stuff which we can do over the winter. There we go. It's collecting it now. Some of the stuff which we can do over the winter months is lime, cultivating it. I keep getting it wrong in terms of the height, so it's quite good that I flip it. Cultivating it and liming it, ready for next year's crop. Which are yet to define what that's going to be, but yeah, definitely look to sell these in January. Don't know why that hasn't been accepted. Yeah, I look to sell these in January. And one of the aims of today is I'm not looking to turn that grass into silage. I'm going to use it as grass, as part of the animal feed. Don't need these straw bales at the moment for animal feed. Might get some cows at some point during the series, because they're always quite fun to have. Might look to try and get the realistic livestock mod installed as well for when we do our purchasing of the animals, because it just adds an extra layer of complexity to what we're trying to do. But yeah, for now, just going to look to. Oh, no, that one took off. That one. Oh, there we go. That's all I have to do is try and tip my trailer. Oh, that one's clipped in. So yeah, just going to get this all cleared, and then look to potentially start baling the grass field down the bottom. And then we'll look to get our sheep's. I always find goat milk is possibly the underrated animal produce. Quite easy to look after goats. Oh, that was good. Quite easy to look after goats, and their milk is quite valuable. So yeah, just get this field cleared, and I will see you in a moment. So that's the, oh, there we go, that's a good start, lamppost. So that's all the straw bales done, picked up a decent amount of them, so the mowing's been done. Obviously saw Barry missed a little bit, so let's try and get this swath down. Let's see if I can get some GPS lines built in, so say 14 meters, so that looks about right. Go down, unfold tool. Remember, these bales are just purely going to be for, I'm anticipating goats, to be honest, as our feeds, especially for the winter. So on 18 bales at the moment, let's reset the bale counter. As we go through this field, it's despite the generally half decent soil type on this field, it's not going to be a good field for arable farming. Just purely down to the slopes. Although the grass has yielded quite well, but looks at things, it's already 4 bales spat out. Should be a relatively easy field to get baled up. This is spitting them out like nobody's business. As I'm sat here currently reconsidering my plans for what I'm going to do with this field. Just because it has yielded really, really well. We're going to have to get these bales stored away. What we'll try and do today as well is creating our first animal pen. So we have picked up these bales, so yeah. But yeah, it shouldn't take too long to get this done. Going to have to empty our trailer of straw just up there. We'll probably, let's have a look, see if we can get some actual bale storage, which will help with the management of things. And then, yeah, so I shall see you in a moment.
I've always just given up when things started getting rough, 'cause I'm just not tough enough. But with you I can't seem to give in. I wanna win this time around, 'cause I'm sick of people letting me down. It's like deja vu. Whenever I'm with you, I feel like I've always known. With you I'm home, so then why am I so afraid?
So yeah, just having a quick look, see if I can get some actual bale storage down. I'm thinking the pen's going to start here. Let's see if there's any space. Kind of a big one. Let's have a look. Straw hanger. Oh Jesus, that's big. No, that's big as well. Slurry basin, lovely. Some nice bunker silos. A kind of a small ish area to store the bales. That's massive. That's massive. It's a dryer. Vegetable silo manure heap. Quite big, but cheap. Right, where's our telehandler? It's over here. Start to collect some of these bales. See if they load nicely into our new area conscious. I've just placed it down in free mode, so I have absolutely no idea what it's going to look like. Yeah, you're going to have to do some raising here. We've got some floating walls. Oh, I need to get that. We have a bale, which is in the ground. So yeah, let's have between episodes, I'll have a quick look at the bale shed and see what I can do. To make that look a little bit better. Ideally I wouldn't have placed it in free mode, but so the small aim for the rest of this episode is obviously collecting the rest of these grass bales, or all these grass bales. There were 19, which is a decent amount to be sure. Load this then with our straw bales as well. Floaty. Load this with our straw bales as well, and then let's try and get a nice animal pasture put down on this yard. On this field. I think it's going to be the best way forward. You can just use the standard outdoor pasture. As you can see, my strength in life isn't isn't loading grass bales onto a telehandler. Hence the use of auto load. Yeah, let's collect the rest of these bales, and I will see you in a moment when we can get the animal pasture loading. So see you in a moment. Right, so last bale, just going into the shed. We're going to get the straw bales in as well. Off camera, I'm just going to work on the leveling of this because it does look awful. Very short-sighted in terms of what that is potentially going to look like. So let's get this parked up here. Quite useful today. Let's detach. This. Yeah, 16.5 litres. I'm assuming that's just the loose ones. So cool. That one goes in. Some of them on the floor. Just get the telehandler to sweep that one up. Oops, I've switched the engine off. Right, so let's have a look at the animal pastures then, see what we can get and what we can afford. So if you're doing goats, so if I can level this bit by here. And that was soften on level. That's what I should have done for the shed. Let's get some softening in as well. Okay, cows would be lovely. Pigs would be even better. Yes, we want to customize the fence, the sheep pasture. Very conscious of money. No, don't, because we're going to have grass. So let's have a quick look at our area. So this bit probably needs a little bit, quite a lot of leveling. This is a mess. So see if we can sort that out. So there we are. Right, let's have a quick scan of the map and see if there is an animal dealer. Nothing obvious. So agri-land, fruit and vegetables. the winery. Okay. So there's nothing obvious, so let's go into our let's get 6, 6, 6. Let's get a telehandler out just to get a nice grass bale. And obviously with these troughs, so if you have a look, the mortar you can't see much in there, but a good little tip for these, and I have to try and find it, tools. Nope. There is tractables would be quite good. Actually, let's just go for this. So this will allow for automatic watering. As you can see, 1,000,000 litres. If we ever sell it, we'll have to deduct the money, but that will make sure that we have our goats. We'll start to get some goat's milk. They look really happy. Did I buy sheep? Is that a sheep's? No, it's a goat. But yeah, we have our first animals on the farm. We still have a little bit of grass field, so yeah, just going to leave it here. If you please could give us a like and a subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you very much for watching.